and the change that took place in my mind with regard to Wagner. If you read Dionysus Rising, probably know I didn't like Tristan and Isolde, and I kind of shook my fist at the guy for being a sexual revolutionary. What happened when I was writing Baron Metal is that I listened to the Ring Cycle for the first time. And I listened to Das Rheingold. And it was an incredible experience. Now, it wasn't an experience like Tannhäuser, because I listened to Tannhäuser, and that melody, the Pilgrim Chorus in Tannhäuser, is just a powerful piece of music. It just stops you dead in your tracks. He could write a piece like that. This was the entire thing. The beginning of Rheingold is not like that. But what you have here is an incredible mythic presentation of the roots of capitalism. Das Rheingold is about capitalism. Why do I say that? What's it about? It's the beginning. You have the Rhine maidens, and they're swimming in the Rhine, and they're guarding the treasure, which is gold at the bottom of the Rhine. And Alberich shows up. Alberich is a Jew. Everybody knew that back then. Theodor Adorno said it. He was a Jew too. Everybody knew this. Who is the Jew that we're talking about here? What are we talking about? So Alberich goes to the Rhine maidens, and he wants to make love to the Rhine maidens, and they kind of lead him on, and then they ridicule him, and he's mortally wounded. He's kind of like Schoenberg at this point. And he vows revenge on them. And what's the revenge? He steals the gold. And the Rhine maidens don't know what happened, and the gold disappears. And what does he do after that? He takes the gold, and out of the gold he makes a ring. And this ring is the ring of power. This is the way you use gold to have power over everyone else. And he enslaves everyone. And so he's got all the dwarves working down in the basement there, making him richer and richer and richer. This is the story of capitalism, in particular capitalism in Germany. Who was Alberich? Who was Alberich? Meyer Amschel Rothschild. Why is he Alberich? Because he stole the gold. Napoleon is marching toward Germany. The princes know it's a looting operation. They got to get the gold out of the town. The Prince of Hesse-Kassel takes his gold to Rothschild. Rothschild sends it off to his son Nathan in London. In London, Nathan Rothschild, his son, bets the farm on the outcome of the Battle of Waterloo. And he makes a killing. And this is the beginning of the real Rothschild fortune. This is what Wagner's talking about in this thing. This is the same Wagner who was the failed revolutionary in the Revolution of 1848. Now he's coming to some type of understanding of what really happened here. What was the outcome of all of these revolutions? In 1890, Civiltà Cattolica, the official publication of the Vatican, issued a 3-part series on the Jewish question. They don't do this kind of stuff anymore. You probably figured that out. The conclusion of this thing, this is one of those things where it's like listening to Tannhäuser for the first time. You come to this conclusion. What is the conclusion they came to? Any Christian country that abandons the laws that were instituted by a Christian king will end up being ruled by the Jews. Official magazine of the Vatican, 1890. What is he talking about? He's talking about France. In particular, the outcome of the French Revolution. The French Revolution overthrew the king, overthrew Christian culture. And what did they get? They got slavery. That's why they had the Revolution of 1848 in the first. Capitalism was a worse master than the French king.